how to take this thing, any one thing that I've shared, you guys, any one thing that I shared, this is just a tip of my story. I was so ashamed. I was so ashamed, you guys. Let me tell you a story about this. So I'm going completely off script, and I'll tell you why I'm doing this. Because I want you guys to realize a couple of things. Every time you hear a coach speak, and a successful coach, do you notice something? That they're all doing the same thing. They're saying the 3 vital behaviors. Do you know that? Right? So I want to use myself as an example today, go a little off script, so I'll do my best to pay attention to time, and if I go over please stop me. I want you to show, I'm going to show myself in my journey as a plus size woman, because I am a proud plus size Beachbody coach. Let me state that first and foremost. And I'm not here to convert, convince, talk into, debate about my belief system in the term plus size. It's because of the plus size community that I learned to love myself, that I learned to get over my anorexia and find the power in me that was outside of the media that I allowed to define me. So for me, plus size is larger than life. For me, plus size is not about a blatant disregard for health. It is a place that I went to where I found me, and I learned to love me. And because of that, I learned to take better care of myself. We only take care of the things we love, so how do we take care of ourselves when we hate ourselves? How do you do that? You can't. So I only bring that up because you might look at this and go, I don't agree with plus size. I don't agree. Here's what I'm going to ask you to do. If I share anything you've already heard, I don't want you to say, I already know that. I want you to say, what can I learn from this? And I want you to take your own story, or whatever your thing is, and you insert that in instead of plus size. It's just who I am. People ask me, what happens when you're no longer plus size? I don't know. I'll know when I get there. I don't know. I'll know when I get there. But in the meantime, I'm going to live my life every day, enjoying every minute of my journey, because I've earned this. I live today. It's because of Beachbody that I live and live. So let me tell you a real quick story about this video. I remember, you know how Facebook started sharing memories from the year before? And so I was sitting at my desk, and I started seeing these memories come through. I remember it was a nice warm day. I'm in Southern California. It's a nice warm day, and I had my feet up on my desk, and I have this big window, and I'm looking out where my husband and I and our family plan on moving to. We look over our dream on a daily basis. And we live in the city that we landed in, broken homeless. So I'm reading over this. I'm watching these memories come through, and I'll never forget. It wasn't, you know, sometimes you have a big impact and it hits you in the gut, and it's like a gut punch. Well, have you ever had a release? I've never experienced that before, because living life with these like constant gut punches. And I just had this release because I saw on Facebook memory that the week leading up to my story being aired on April 25th of last year was the exact same week that the sheriff was coming. Wow. The picture you see in the van. And I looked at my social media, and here I was saying, oh, I can't wait to be back at Huntington Beach. I can't wait to be home. At no point did I tell anybody, I'm going to be broken homeless, and I have nowhere to go. And the beach is it, because the beach is free, and we can enjoy our life there. And I happened to be on a conversation with Carl Deibler, and we were talking about this video, and he's asking me those questions about what I do. And he even said, you know, the whole thing about plus size, like, I don't get it, but I get it. And, you know, targeting plus size women. I don't target anyone. I share me. And who can relate to me or who are inspired by me, that's who I pay attention to. Well, the story gets better. So as I'm reading us, literally falling into homelessness, I now get the video that shows us coming out of homelessness. And the Super Saturday that I was going to be attending was the exact same Super Saturday that Carl Deibler was going to be at. So talk about a full circle moment. My video aired on April 25th. We ended up being homeless April 25th. A few years before that, I really lose track of time because I went so many years without living. And on April 26th, my son started 4th grade. And so I watched this video the day that we became homeless. And I could see how far we've come. And even in the past year, when I look at the story, I'm still that person, it's still my story, but I'm no longer ashamed of it. I'm so empowered by it. It's because of those moments that led me to this, to what I do today. And I'm really grateful that Beachbody, I told Carl this too, was willing to share stories, and that Beachbody shares stories of people who are on a journey. Because it's not a point A or point B. So let me give you an idea. Point A. Imaginary. Point B. So where you started, where you're headed. This is what the journey looks like. That's my favorite modifier. I don't have to wait to get here to live. This is not where I go when I share my story. Notice I'm not out of breath. Very much, Beachbody. Maybe I am, you guys can hear it. No, actually, but that's honestly our journey. And I want to go, like I said, I want to go off script a little bit. But how many of you guys follow my journey online? Anybody follow? Okay, I see a few. All right, I'm going to be talking about being authentic in social media, and I'm going to do my best to present it from the direction of utilizing the information you heard. I don't know if you guys noticed, I was taking pictures and notes. And I'm pretty good at social media. I can officially call myself a YouTuber because I have a little verification badge, and I get verified I'm in this exclusive, I got the blue square with the check mark, and I'm like, oh, I guess I'm officially a YouTuber. Oh wait, guys, who has smartphones? Take out your smartphones, because we're gonna get to work. And I want you to go to YouTube at Coach Tuelin, Coach T-U-L-I-N. And then when you've done that, just kind of look up at me, because I know that you guys